Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to today's fifth episode or fifth video of the day. We are reacting to ISO Toilets analysis for 68 part 1 on the Fuchs latest video. So yeah, let's get into it. See what he has to say.
Today I have something absolutely awesome for you all. The long-awaited first part of the 68th episode is out, and we need to discuss it ASAP.
Yep.
What is the connection
ASAP.
between TV Titan and Skibidi toilets? This question is super exciting as we already saw some hints about it, and I am going to tell you everything in this video later. What's happening in the bunker in the end of this episode? And
what
why
is happening in the
TV Man
bunker?
allow the POV cameraman to teleport inside to help special agents in battle? This episode was so cool, my head is still spinning. So now I will reveal all its secrets and Easter eggs to you guys. So make some tea and grab your snacks. That's gonna be incredible. Let's go. In the very first seconds as the episode starts, we see the body of a dead cameraman. You may think that it's some sort of a speaker on his head, but it's an actual camera turned sideways. Probably he's one of the victims of the explosion that we saw in the previous episode. We can also see some sort of black claws with red spots a bit further on the left side of the screen. And you know...
Oh yeah, that wasn't picked up on last time, I don't think. From Elite Cameraman, I don't think that was picked up on.
It is the Skibidi scientist puppet's claws that got destroyed in the end of episode 67. By the way,
yeah, you can see it in the background
of
of
the
him.
previous episode, in the next scene we can see the same event we already saw in episode 67, but at the different angle. We see the enter to the Skibidi toilet base once again, and how our favorite big cameraman Chad gives his life in order to make it possible for the Alliance to get inside. We can also see the POV big cameraman from the 67th episode and the black speaker man standing next to him. We may also notice Plungerman. If you look closer, he's the one running straight to the center of the entrance. Then we have an opportunity to watch the death of the brave big cameraman that allowed the Alliance to enter the base once again from another angle. What a Chad he was.
He was.
Such a loss
he was a good
for all
Chad.
of us, not gonna lie. In the next scene, we can see TV Titan fighting with one of G-Man clones. By the way, take a look at this weird briefcase-like blocks behind his back.
Oh yeah.
Although I find TV Titan an extremely edgy dude, I couldn't help but laugh at those. I mean, what are these things and why do they look so silly? My man, are you going back to the elementary school? I'm
I
sure
wouldn't
those
say
have
they
some
look
practical
silly.
purposes to be there. But their design really made my day. Anyways, let's get back to action.
Weird thing to pick up on, but
quite
okay.
Simple, actually. He has a standard toilet tank equipped with 4 rocket launchers and the glasses on his face. He releases a few rockets straight to TV Titan, but doesn't do him even bits of harms. Instead, TV Titan blocks G-Clone's rockets and repels them back to the host. Also, look at the way TV Titan's core flame worked this time. Usually, the core of the Titans releases a powerful beam of flame burning their enemies to the state of the crisp. But TV Titan's core is so potent that its flame's power and speed reminded me more of a shot from the cannon. Just look how he destroyed that poor G-Clone with such ease using this ability. No doubts here, TV Titan got himself really boosted since the earlier episodes he appeared in for the first time. I love watching him in action. After that, TV Titan turns around and immediately get a bunch of lasers straight to his body. As
he just absorbs them in.
We can notice how all the lasers hitting his body are being concentrated onto his core now. What a massive amount of damage it must be. But our TV Titan is not that simple. He's not just repelling the powerful lasers blow from G-Clone. It seems like he's actually consuming them with the help of his core. It's almost unbelievable. We can see multiple sparkles while he is consuming the lasers. This ability seems so shocking not only for me, but for the poor G-Man's clone too. Look at that stupid but funny expression he makes.
He's like,
yeah, the dude really got shooked here. Don't worry, buddy. You're not the only one impressed with such a level of swag. But TV Titan isn't done here. He then shows another cool ability he has. His main TV screen gets detached from the body, just like TV Woman. And look closer here. This TV screen has the same turbines the G-Clone possesses. We can even see them a few seconds before. Now, this is really interesting. Is it the first link about the TV Titan's connection to the Skibidi toilet's inventions? And moreover, it's not only the turbines that are identical to the toilet's ones. Look at the lasers placed on the upper side of the main TV. Yeah, although they glow in purple, they
I don't know, because they're just taking bits from each other, like destroyed parts. This is from how I think anyway. They're just taking like bits from each other and turning it into their own body parts to make use for themselves. I don't think there's like any connection between Skibidi toilets and the TV men, or the the TV race. I don't think there's any connection like that, but I could be wrong.
Same way G-Man clones' yellow lasers operate too. We firstly saw those lasers in episode 32, where they were used by some trooper Skibidi, and also
because Scientist Man, he had the speakers and the TV, because he took those parts. Well, he took the speakers from Titan Speaker Man, but he must have taken the TV from somewhere, like just a part that was out in the field somewhere, and he's just used that for himself. Much like the Alliance are probably doing the same thing, taking parts from the Skibidi toilets to make them into their own parts.
In episode 38. Gosh, I can think of so many theories based on those two observations, but I'll tell you all my thoughts on that topic a bit later. At first, I'd like to describe all the features this Titan's TVs have. Between the two turbines, the main TV also has some sort of purple claw. And you know what it reminds me of? I think of two things looking at it. Firstly, I think this claw is almost identical to the red-spotted claw that belonged to the Skibidi scientist puppet. We could see it in detail in episode 44. And it makes my suspicions about the connection between TV Titan and Skibidi toy.
But then didn't TV Woman have that same claw? I'm pretty sure she did.
Even more serious. And secondly, I have a theory that with the usage of this claw, the main TV may be attached to the enemy in a parasite-like way, which would make it even more intimidating. And what surprised me about all those elements I described is that I've never seen how the Alliance forces would steal some technologies from Skibidi toilets. Everything was in the exactly opposite way. Maybe we're seeing some sort of abilities exchange here. Do you guys remember how in the previous episode, G-Man had a yellow core of one of the Titans, and Skibidi Scientist had a TV screen on his chest? And now we're seeing TV Titan having multiple elements from Skibidi toilets. I can definitely smell something fishy here. Let's get back to the action.
I don't think there's anything fishy. I don't know. I think he's looking too much into that. I don't think there's anything fishy. I just think they're taking parts from each other.
Lasers seem to cause an incredible amount of damage.
I'm going to stand on this hill.
G-Clone flied away as he got hit with them. In the next scene, we can see two helicopters Skibidi, and oh my god, guys, I can't believe myself that I'm saying this. But they actually turned out to be useful this time. They are now able to rotate their guns in 360 degrees and reload their missiles right in the air. TV Titan detaches two more TVs from his shoulders and sends them to the fight as well. Just as he does that, another hit comes to him from behind. It's our good old rocket launcher's G-Clone, which seems to be absolutely emptied after this one shot. And He-Face also looks burnt from TV Titan's laser. Take a look at his eyes, too. They are completely white, which proves the fact that there's no life in him. He's just a puppet as well. Also in this frame, we can clearly see some sort of rune on TV Titan's purple sword. I wonder what can it mean.
Ooh,
if you guys know anything about it, please write in the comments below that video. TV Titan then
didn't notice that either.
And did you notice how the screen glitched as his sword got a bit closer to us? It already happened a few times before. As the TV Titan's main body is in confrontation with the rocket launcher's clone, we are shown the scene where one of detached TVs is mentally abusing the laser G-Clone with the red glow. And look at this interesting thing. As G-Man clones cannot flush themselves, this poor guy affected by the red glow is not even able to end his miseries. I kind of feel bad for him, you know. In the next scene, we see another TV
just a little bit.
And this one has yellow glow, which he uses on the helicopter Skibidi. You may notice that this one TV looks more modern, and his screen is thinner. Also, this yellow glow reminded me of the fire TV Woman's abilities we could see in episode 49. I believe this yellow glow has two functions. It may cause fire damage and put a hypnosis onto the enemies. But to make this hypnosis work, the TV heads first fired on Skibidi's glasses and shattered them. It seems to me that Skibidi will someday need to go back to using pins instead of the ears like the abhorrent vacuum toilet from episode 46 did. As the third TV with blue glow gets closer to the second one, we may notice how they have different emojis on their screens. My theory is all three of those detachable TVs have their own personalities, as they show different emotions at the same time. Who knows, maybe TV Titan has split personality disorder because of that. By the way, take a closer look at the ground after that scene. Don't you see something unusual? Yes, indeed, that's
There
the
he
UFO
is, Astro
toilet right
Toilet.
there. I can guess it is actually him by the red cannon under his main body. He's just flying there and doesn't even try to help any of G-clones. I wonder why he's
not
like that,
going
and
to.
why was he put into the scene in the first place? Also, pay your attention to that scene where TV Titan cuts off that G-clone's neck. It gets much longer, and we can see that it's been protruded out of the giant G-puppet's mouth. We may assume that it's the neck of the actual Skibidi sitting inside of the G-clone puppet. By the way, did you notice how after the dismembering his head with the sword off the main body, there are 2 yellow dots and the eyebrow-raising mechanisms just like we saw in episode 65? It's weird that this clone never used the laser eyes, even though he had that ability. It turns out that all the clones are controlled by Skibidi toilets from the inside, and they look just like this guy with the saws. TV Titan then simply smashes the remains of the
G-Man is right
G-clone,
now,
and then something
what he's up
unexpected
to.
happens. He gets attacked by the
Maybe he's
Skibidi
just being
parasite from
sat in an
behind. By the way,
incubator getting
look at the way
cloned.
the appearance of the parasite has changed. If you remember, in episode 34, he looked completely different. He also faced some changes if we would compare him with his
he's
older
got some
versions
upgrades.
appearing in episodes 47 and 52.
Not that it
now has
matters.
an extra 2 claws instead of the old normal 4 legs. Now his tongue and legs kind of reminds me of the Skibidi scientists' ones. Also, I want to remind you guys that we saw 2 types of Skibidi parasites in this universe already. The standard one moving around on his legs, and the helicopter parasite made for attacking Titans. And we actually see the helicopter parasite attacking TV Titan just now. But as the parasite tries to take control over TV Titan's body, we can see how something goes very wrong. So he got burst with purple sparkles and simply blows up.
Purple
As the poor prick
sparkles.
get thrown off the Titan's body, the 3 flying TVs get attached to where they used to be before. TV Titan is now immune to any sort of parasites and cannot be taken control of anymore. He now can simply burn the parasites if they'll try to connect to his core, which makes it
Titan
impossible
Speaker
for
Man and Titan Cameraman both need this ability to stay protected.
parasites to infect him in any case. Also, do you see another TV screen in the area of TV Titan's belt? I suspect this TV has its own personality too, and it's probably what drives the...
That's probably the one that's controlling the rest of the body when the other TVs have dispersed.
Titan's body when all of his 3 TVs get detached.
Okay, he's just literally just explained what I just explained.
And you know what? I have an even crazier theory on those detachable TVs our Titan has. Listen to me. What if the reason for all those screens to have their own emotions and personalities is that they all are just part of different TV men? I think those parts may be sort of combined into one thing.
That's an interesting theory, actually.
I know. Sounds kind of rough. Or maybe those are just special TVs that was created with the purpose of being additional upgrades for TV Titan.
Maybe.
You guys can choose whatever theory you like more. By the way, we have a perfect opportunity now to look closer at our epic guy as the whole.
Both for good theories.
We can see how he was improved all around. We can see how his turbine that we already saw on him in episode 45 got so much more stylish and posh. His claws look incredible now. And by the way, I have a theory that they are not for attacking, as we didn't see TV Titan using them in combat. I think...
I don't know. I think maybe they are for attacking, but we just haven't seen that ability yet.
They are perfect for him as a tool of defense. Now we're getting to the scene we saw in the last leak for the 68th episode. The setting is actually kind of funny. I mean, we just saw so many epic scenes with TV Titan simply obliterating crowds of enemies. And there are 2 of our buddies, Titan Speakerman and Titan Cameraman, that are not even capable of dealing with one G-Man's clone.
I don't know. I don't think it's that they're not capable. It's probably that they're kind of like, well, we can let you handle this one. Because they don't want to get damaged any more than what they already have.
But to pay some respect to our poor friends, in their defense,
I mean, look, he's only got one arm.
Probably extremely exhausted after the fight they got through the previous episode. And I mean, Titan Cameraman specifically, take a closer look at his neck, by the way. If you remember in episode 67, he was almost forced to cut off his main camera. So now we can see all the wires from inside of his neck. Quite an unnerving thing to see, I must tell you. Those 2 were holding the circular saw.
I don't think it'd be long until they go back
TV Titan in front of himself,
heal and get
that
upgraded.
guy gets unexpectedly bold and breaks out of their grip with the attitude like, "Oh, let me get to him. I'ma tear him into pieces." The Titans were so surprised by it, apparently, so they actually let him go.
They're like, well, yeah, go on
this
then.
guy definitely overestimated his limits of powers. TV Titan didn't make it easy for the poor prick. He creates a portal with
That was unexpected, swear.
his right hand handling the sword, and then cuts the circular saws off of him, finishing him with one precise
face
and
is like,
powerful blow
"Oh,
right at the
no.
center of the clone's head.
What do I do?
Most likely to hit the
I can't do
Skibidi inside of him
anything, I'm
too.
dead.
It all took less than 1 second, probably. TV Titan is
clap.
Chad of all the Chads in this episode. By the way,
The
listen carefully
chattiest
to
of
what TV Titan
Chads.
says in the process. I swear to God, I am madly sure he says, "What a pussy, huh?"
Oh, maybe.
What a cocky line. Titan Speakerman applauds
Wait,
him
what
with
did you
that.
say then?
What a cocky line. Titan
Yeah,
Speakerman
yeah,
applauds him with
definitely.
the heavy metallic sound as his palms hit one another. What's fascinating to me, that I never saw Titan Speakerman showing any of his emotions before. He usually uses another form of appreciation, not the clapping. Then out of nowhere,
I mean, I guess he's probably doesn't feel so bad about what happened.
we see the most ordinary Skibidi toilet ever, and it's almost laughable to me. Oh, you
Yeah, I
stupid
don't
bug, what the heck
understand
are you
why
trying
he
to
came
do?
in.
Of course, that tiny idiot gets smashed in a second by Big TV
Tiny
Man that we
idiot.
remember from episodes 40 and 60. And listen to the sound he says, "Shut the fuck up." Oh,
Yeah.
that was not really polite of him, was it? You guys know
No,
it better
that's
than
true.
me
It
that
wasn't
I always
very
had my
polite at all.
suspicions against TV men in Skibidi Toilet Universe. Yes, I admit it. Sometimes I may seem kind of obsessed with the idea that TV men are actually traitors that are pursuing their own goals instead of helping the Alliance. But now I don't see any traitor traits in this guy. On the
Yeah.
other hand, I have a feeling that he really wants to help. Also, as the last enemy detected nearby dies by his hand, we can see the engineer helicopters flying in the air behind Big TV Man's back, which is a sign that the battle is finally over, and it's time to heal one's wounds and get repaired.
Is
POV
it over?
cameraman points at Big
Because
TV
this is
Man
only
and
part
asks him
one.
with gestures to teleport him somewhere near the bunker to help others to fight. But Big TV Man answers, "Not now," and then, "Firstly watch."
Yeah, you
After
gotta
that,
watch, gotta see
he
what
actually
happens.
allows POV to glimpse into the bunker through his screen, and on that mysterious note, this awesome part of the 68th episode ends. What could that ending mean? Is Big TV Man an actually good guy who doesn't want POV
Yeah.
cameraman to risk his life or ruin some stealth mission
Yeah.
special agents in that bunker may be on by his sudden appearance?
Yes.
Or is he a traitor after all, who has
No.
an opposite goal? To know more about my theories on traitorous TV men, you can watch my past analyses on that topic. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel not to miss my new cool videos on another episodes of this awesome Skibidi Toilet universe. And that was me, Isa Toilet.
Yeah, it is
See
funny
ya.
because I say Toilet for a very long time has suspected that the TV men are traitors and they're treacherous and they have another agenda. But I don't think that's the case. I just think they are more held back in their choices. They want to make sure they're not making like mistakes. They're more calculated in what they do. And I think that's what they're trying to do here. They're trying to calculate what needs to happen next before they go in because they want to make the least amount of mistakes as possible. But yeah, I enjoyed his analysis. I love the way he describes certain things. He definitely has a way with words. And I don't know why he was so picked up on that backpack that Titan TV Man had. I don't think anyone else really noticed or cared. But he seemed to really pick out on that detail, which is kind of funny to me. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and remember you guys are my heroes, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.